What's going on, folks? It's your main man, Mr. Council, back with another one, Saturday Motivation. You know how we do. I chose Saturday because Saturday is the day that's uniquely your own. Most people work a 9 to 5, so by the time they get to Saturday, they feel it's necessary to take their foot off the gas. But most artists, creatives, and business minds know that Saturday is the day to put your foot on the gas and handle your business. It's early, guys. I'm coming at y'all early today at 7. I've been out up in Adams since 5. I went to bed early last night. I missed my night shift driving Uber, but that's because God was telling me to rest. I've been tired. I'm on a little mini vacation from work. I've been taking this opportunity to rest, and it feels good. I've also been working hard at the same time, but when you have some extra opportunity to rest, it's valuable to take it. But I just wanted to jump on quick because I have a word from the Most High. Stop making excuses. We all have to stop making excuses. I feel like most of us are living inside of a victim mentality. And we're living in this victim mentality because we don't want to take responsibility for where we are in our life, because then we have to put that mirror up to our face and realize that we are where we are because of our own doings. See, oftentimes we like to blame our parents, we like to blame our teachers, we like to blame people in our community, our friends, for our shortcomings, when all we have to do is look in the mirror and understand that we are our own problem. And once you figure that out, the solution is easy. Now, getting to that place is not easy. I don't ever want to come on here and make it seem like that, because a lot of people do that, because reaching your goals and dreams and aspirations are probably some of the hardest things that you will ever have to do. That's the first thing you have to realize, that what you want is not going to be easy. It's going to take a lot of sacrifice. It's going to take a lot of hard work. It's going to take you putting in your full effort to get there. And that's the problem. Most people don't want to do the work. Most people don't want to do the work. Most people are in relaxed mode all the time. Even a lot of times when people are at work, they're on their phones, they're on social media, they're just checked out from what they're doing. And that's because most people are not living in their purpose. When you are living in your purpose, you are excited about every day. It's almost like you don't have enough time in the day to finish everything that you want to finish, because it's a constant journey. And now that I've fallen in love with the journey, it's allowed me to become more patient with myself. See, we have to give ourselves patience and grace. Those are two things that we often don't give ourselves, and that's because we live in such a fast-paced world, and we're always comparing ourselves to other people. But if you stop and take a look at those people that you're trying to compare yourself to, if you look at the time and the effort and the work that those people put into what they're doing, then you will understand that what you're trying to accomplish isn't going to happen overnight. But it starts with you stop making excuses. We always carry a bag full of excuses with us. And what you have to start doing, as soon as you're getting ready to get in your mind that you're about to make an excuse, you need to stop. Don't even allow the words to come out of your mouth. Even if you believe it wholeheartedly that it was somebody else's fault, that you're not where you're supposed to be, don't let the words come out of your mouth. That's the first step. Shutting up. And some of us just don't know how to shut up. Some of us don't know how to find that quiet place where God is really going to speak to you. And I'm not saying he's going to talk to you like you see on television. I'm talking about God is going to invade your mind. He's going to put thoughts in your mind. He's going to put ideas in your mind. He's going to put dreams in your mind. And until you find that quiet, meditating mind to focus on those things, you will never find what God is searching for through you. You have to understand that life is an adventure. Life is a mystery. Life is a challenge. And until you understand that the journey is everything, you'll never be satisfied with what you're doing in life. And so first thing you need to do is stop and think about what you do with your life on a regular basis, as far as your job, as far as your friends, as far as your activities. Are those activities serving you? Are they making you better? Or are they dragging you down? Are you spending your weekends in the bar? Or are you spending your weekends in the gym and working on yourself? Are you spending your everyday sleeping? Or are you actively seeking your goals and your dreams on a daily basis to a point where you're exhausted by the time it's time to go to bed? See, oftentimes our minds won't shut off when it's time for us to go to sleep because we're always thinking. We're always thinking about something else, thinking about something we haven't done, thinking about something that we want to do. But if you filled your day with work towards what you really should be doing in life, you won't have the time or the energy to be awake at night. You will be so tired that you will sleep. I'm not saying that you won't dream, but you will sleep, and you'll sleep soundly. See, most people aren't sleeping soundly because they're not at peace with what they're doing with their life. See, taking these hard looks at the things that we're doing, man, it allows you to be able to really stop making those excuses, because then you'll know all the things that you are doing are delaying you from your success. It's the steps that you're taking every day that are delaying you from success. So stop blaming other people. Stop making excuses. Even when you get to that point when you feel like you want to say it's so-and-so's fault, it might even be. You might run into a situation where it was nothing that you could do about it to change it, but that doesn't mean that you have to speak that into existence. Don't even say it. Don't even acknowledge it. See, if something is stopping you from doing something, that's God putting a roadblock in your way. See, oftentimes we think we know what we want, but see, God knows what we need. And see, life is not about what you want. You have to figure that out, and you have to etch that out of your mind. This life is not about what you want. This life, first off, is about duty and responsibility. And when you are led by God, God is going to lead you to the things that you need, because oftentimes the thing that you want will not serve you. If you think about the things that you really want, it oftentimes is not what you need in your life. It oftentimes is going to reverse all the work that you've been doing for so long. It's going to put you in reverse and drag you back to the old you. I'm trying to find the new me. I'm trying to focus on the new me. And I don't care about what anybody thinks about the old me. I don't care about your opinions of me. I don't care what you think about me now. I don't care what you thought about me then. All I am focused on is who I want to be in the future and who I want to be now. The man that I want to be now. That's the most important thing, not who I used to be, because who I used to be is teaching me about who I want to be in the future. And until I connect and focus on those things, I'm not going to continuously beat myself up about mistakes that I made in the past. All I'm going to do is think about those things, learn from those things, and try my best not to do those things again and move forward as a better person. But staying focused at the same time on my dreams and my goals. And oftentimes my dreams and my goals are not going to be my reality, because a lot of times our dreams are misguided. Because if you think about it, if all of your dreams end with you just being rich, it's probably not going to serve you best. It's not just about you being rich. Think about people who are rich and have money. They stop caring about the little people. They stop caring oftentimes about what's important, and oftentimes they forget about what got them there. So yes, of course I want to have money. Of course I want to have nice things, but that is not the focus of my life. The focus of my life is getting better. I'm sick and tired of going on the internet and seeing and reading about get rich quick schemes. Because half of those things are not going to serve who you are as a person. And half of those things are going to make somebody else's life more difficult. I don't want to get rich and make somebody else's journey more difficult. That's not why we're here. We're here to aid each other. And all these people sitting up here trying to get you to jump on in their get rich quick scheme, all that's doing is getting that person a little bit richer. It's never really going to work for you, because that's not really what you're good at. That's not really what you're here for. That's not what God made you for, to just come here and get rich and then go on the beach and drink and party and just do whatever. The goalpost always moves, because your journey, your goals should always get bigger. Your accomplishments should always get bigger. And I'm not talking about your bag. I'm not talking about your money. I'm talking about who you are as a person. That should constantly begin to build and become greater and greater and greater. And once you accomplish something, you should want to accomplish something even greater. And of course, you should stop and appreciate the things that you have accomplished. But oftentimes when you do that too often, you become prideful and you become arrogant. It's not too many men that have a lot that don't in the end become arrogant. And that's normally that man's greatest downfall is arrogance. Arrogance. And that's something that I do not ever want to be. I'm playful like about that with my kids, like my students all the time, about me being handsome, about me being rich and all those things, being playful about it. I'm being silly when I do it. But if you really think about those people who are rich and have a whole lot, oftentimes they're not really trying to serve people. And oftentimes, honestly, they make it seem like they're closer connected to God because of what they have. They feel like they have the remedy, even though their life is falling apart. Their wife is not happy, their husband is not happy, their kids are not happy because they don't see them enough, but they're going around preaching about how great they are and how much they have. And anybody who I see bragging about what they have, then I know, first of all, that you're not connected to the Spirit of God. That's automatic. If you're sitting online bragging as a grown man or woman about what you have, I don't even want to know nothing about you. I don't even care about the money that you have. I don't care about what you have because I know it's only self-serving. It's not about the people you claim that you're trying to help. It's all about you. And that's why you have to put yourself in the center of attention. Most people that want fame and seek fame, they're just attention seekers, okay? And if you have time, if you're really having fun, like think about those people who are on these girls' trips or these guys' trips. If you were really having a good time, would you be thinking about pulling out your phone and videotaping what you're doing at that time? Or would you just be so lost in the moment and having fun that you're really enjoying yourself? Half those people that are turned up, we're so excited, we're having a good time. As soon as the camera goes off, they arguing with each other or don't even want to be near each other. Most people are fronting. Most people front with their lifestyle, and I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be bragging and boasting and fronting about the things that I have. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for stuff like that. So I don't know how you do, but see, one thing that you have to understand is you have to stop making excuses about where you are in your life, because those excuses will not serve you well in the end. So the first thing you have to do is don't let that excuse come out your mouth. And the second thing you need to do is figure out what you could do next time to avoid that situation and make it better, so you won't fall into that situation that you're making an excuse about. Take personal responsibility and accountability for the things that you are doing. Understand if you're watching TV a little bit too much. Understand if you're partying a little bit too much. Understand if you're not working as hard as you should be working at your job. Understand if God has put a vision in your life and you're not doing everything you could do to actually live it out. It's all your fault and it's nobody else's. So if I can motivate you today, please stop making excuses. I learned something in college from my fraternity brothers that I've taught my students for 20 years. Excuses are the tools of the incompetent, built on the foundation of nothing. Those who specialize in them are nothing. Therefore, they are nothing but an excuse. That quote has literally changed my life and the lives of many of my students, because it's allowed me to change my mindset and allow me to stop blaming people for my circumstances. It allowed me to stop blaming others for the situations that I put myself in. You have to take a look in the looking glass and look at yourself and understand that just because you've made mistakes doesn't mean that you can't change and be better. And I'm not saying all of this to down you. I'm saying this to motivate you to be better. I want to see you win. I don't want to win by myself. I guarantee you I'm going to win, though, because I'm going to put everything into it. I'm going to grind and I'm going to continue to work on all of the things that I need to do to become successful. And sometimes you need to take a break. And you need to fall back from social media. You need to fall back from all the things that are distracting you and get in the grindhouse. That's why I haven't been as active on social media as I used to be outside of these videos, is because right now I'm in the grindhouse. You see the ugly beard and everything. I'm getting Charles Council right. I'm getting me together right now. And so when you see all of the things that I've actually been working on, when you see those things come to fruition, you got to understand it's coming from a place of hard work and discipline. Anything that I get in life, I've had to fight for and I've had to earn. And that makes me feel better about having it, because I had to get it through my hard work and God's grace. God's grace is the only reason why I'm here and I'm existing, the only reason why I still have talent and ability. So I will never not recognize that. But he put that spirit in me of hard work, that dog, that go-getter, get after it. That's the spirit that he put in me. And that's the spirit I'm trying to give off to others, so you'll do the same thing. Because there's nothing worse than shining by yourself. That's why they always say it's lonely at the top. I don't want to be myself at the top. I want you to be along with me so we can share in our gifts. Because I don't have all the gifts. I don't have all the talent. And that's why when I see somebody else with great gifts and talents themselves, I can appreciate it, and it makes me want to work harder. That's why I look up to certain people like a Kobe Bryant or a Michael Jordan or a Steph Curry or a Floyd Mayweather, because those are Peyton Manning. Those to me are the examples of the epitome of hard work. Those men put everything that they had into their craft, and that's why they became successful at what they do, and nobody can take that from them. And so no, I'm not the greatest athlete in the world, but that's not my gift. But that doesn't mean I can't use them as an example to work hard in the field that I was meant to work hard in. So please stop making excuses and get after it. It doesn't matter where you are in your life. Today, everything begins today. You can start all over today. I've had to start all over 1,000,000 times in the gym from day one, going a few months and then having to start all over. But the whole point is you starting again and never giving up on yourself, like I talked about last week. But until you cannot give up on yourself, you first have to stop making excuses, because I'm telling you, in the end, they will not serve you well. They will not carry you to the place that you need to be. They will keep you stagnant. They will keep you complacent, and they will keep you right where you are in life if you constantly point the finger at somebody else, even when it's not your fault. You should always be looking at what you could do to make things better, because in the end, it's going to make you better. So stop making excuses. Be the best you that you can be, and continue to get back up on that horse and ride it again. And I'll see you at the top. That's my time. Peace to all my people in the struggle.
Saw you on the way, cruising just the other day. Girl, I have to say, beauty is your other name. Driving me insane, so I gotta know her name. Saw that face, fell in love without a conversation. So I'm pulling up, some may call it pushing up. Either way I want, you is really what I want. Tell me what you want, I'll be everything you want. Turn me up, and you won't regret this conversation. Be my baby girl, would you be my baby girl? Travel all the world, nothing out there like you, girl. Come inside my world, cause you make me better, girl. Be my baby girl, would you be my baby girl? Be my baby girl, would you be my baby girl? Travel all the world, nothing out there like you, girl. Come inside my world, cause you make me better, girl. Be my baby girl, would you be my baby girl?
I saw the baby when she skated past the candy store. Lil' mama waited cause she saw just what she looking for. A smooth